So many network marketers fall in love with a health and wellness product, and then they realize that there's an incredible opportunity to build the lifestyle and income of their dreams. But what happens when you get started and you run out of friends and family to talk to, and what you're doing on social media just isn't quite getting you where you want to be? Well, the truth is, it's probably not your fault. It just takes a little marketing know-how that you may not be getting from anywhere else. So on this podcast, I'm sharing with you the secrets that I've been able to learn from all of my top earner friends and mentors. I'm pulling back the curtain on exactly what it takes to get people excited about the wellness products that you have to offer, to help people improve their lives, and to get you to the rank that you want to be at. My name is Soraya Goddard, and this is Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. Hi guys, it's been forever since I've done a Facebook Live, and I really wanted to dive back in and get regular about these. I've been very sporadic in publishing podcasts, and I did publish one yesterday. So if you haven't gone to check it out, it's all about, do you need a niche? And that's episode 89. I'm going to turn this one into episode 90, and we're going to talk about a user submitted question. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. Number one, I'm at Soraya Goddard. And 2 days ago, I asked what people needed help with on social media, and I got a ton of responses. But overall, there were some themes. And so the first theme that I got was, hey, do I need a niche? And so I answered that in yesterday's podcast that I just recorded solo. But today I wanted to tackle another topic that I got from the lovely fans of Instagram. Just kidding, just my friends on Instagram. But here, I'm going to read you the actual question, because this is such a good common question that I thought a bunch of you guys might benefit from. So this person says, and I quote, "My difficulty in growing an audience is getting clear on what my message is. Am I marketing my product, my business, my opportunity, or something else?" How many of you guys have struggled with that? First of all, if you're listening to this on a Facebook Live, hey, hi, you guys are jumping on. You might have to click the little StreamYard thing to leave a comment. That just allows you to interact. Again, I'm testing this out to see if the audio and video is really good and if I like this platform. And if I don't, then I won't use it again. So, but back to the question, I want to help you guys. How many of you guys have struggled with this exact thing? I can tell you that I have struggled with this myself, and that I have had a really difficult time in the beginning, not anymore, figuring out, am I promoting myself? Am I talking about somebody else's stuff? Am I talking about my business opportunity? Like, what the heck do I talk about? So if that is you and you have struggled with this, let me know in the comments. If you're listening to this on the podcast, I would love it if you just DM'd me on Instagram, because that's pretty much how I chat with people most of the day. So let's break this down. There's, quite frankly, too much here to unpack in a short Facebook Live. We would be here forever. This could be multiple workshops. In fact, this particular topic is why I started Social Media Sales Secrets, which, if you have not heard of that, it is my membership. Basically, for a super low fee, I do a live training every single week. And this is one of the recurrent things that I train on, because it takes a little bit of getting used to. So let's just start talking about how you build an audience and what you should be talking about, because that's really the essence of this person's question, right? So this person wants to know what attracts people to me. That's really what she's asking. It was a female. So it comes down to a couple simple things. The first rule of marketing is that everybody is super selfish. Hi, Tom. Everybody's super selfish. You are selfish. I am selfish. We want to fix our problems in our own life, right? We want to find solutions to the things that we are dealing with. We want to be inspired. We want to be entertained. We want to find things to buy. We want things to make us feel better. If you just assume that everybody is inherently selfish and they don't care about what's going on in your life until they get to know you, then you have a very clear idea of how to market. Okay, so if we go by the assumption that everybody is super selfish, you need to figure out, what problems do people have that you can help them solve? Does that make sense, guys? I want you to really think about that. Everybody is selfish. And so your job as a marketer is to figure out who you want to attract, what are the things that they are struggling with, and help them solve that thing. right? Doesn't that make sense? When you really think about it, it's actually very simple. Anybody who you're attracted to on social media is giving you something. They're helping you solve a problem. That problem might be that you're bored and you want entertainment. That problem might be that you want motivation or inspiration. That problem might be that you want science information about a topic that you're really passionate about. But ultimately, they're giving you something that's helping you solve a problem. So your job as a marketer, and you are, if you're in the network marketing business, you want to make sales on social media, you are a marketer. You've got to start thinking like a marketer. So ultimately, that means you've got to figure out, who do you want to attract? What are the things that they struggle with? What are the problems that they need to solve? And then you create content that helps them solve those problems. So let's start with the first part of that. Who do you want to attract? That, my friend, is entirely up to you. Who do you want to work with? And so most people go, well, everybody, because my product and service and opportunity is great for everybody in the world, right? Everybody should be using my stuff. Yeah, got it. But that's not going to help you. And it's not going to, you can't just recruit everybody. You need to have a message that is specific enough. You need to have an idea in your head of a person that you want to attract that is specific enough that you can figure out what problems they have and how to help them solve their problems. Okay, so that's kind of one component of it. Now, after you figured that out, there's a second piece of it, which I think this is the piece where people get thrown off a little bit. Ultimately, you have to inject your own personality into whatever content you're delivering, right? So for some of you guys who have been following me for a long time, you know me, you listen to me on the podcast, maybe we've met in real life, you understand who I am. And for whatever reason, you like the way that I deliver content. But I will tell you that for every one of you, there's another one of you who absolutely detests my content, right? You don't like me. There's something about me that annoys you. I'm not your style. I'm not kind enough. I'm not whatever, right? Whatever reason why people don't like people. It's just random. And that's totally okay. In fact, I'd almost dare say that it's preferred. You do not want everybody to like you. You want to be attractive to a very specific set of people, right? In fact, sometimes it's fun to get a little polarizing. There's risk to that. Maybe that's a whole other podcast episode. But really, you want to figure out, who are your people? Who are your people? Who are the people that when you get into a room, you're like, these are the people that I'm looking for, right? That's who you want to be speaking to. And so when you show up as yourself, your authentic self, and you share your life and you share stories and you share testimonials about your product, you share testimonials about how your product has changed your life or how maybe your business opportunity has changed your life. When you show up as yourself, the people that are your people are going to be like, she is speaking to me or he is speaking to me, and that is my person and I am in it to win it. Like, I want to join their team. I want to buy what they're selling, or I just want to follow them and soak in their energy because that's the person for you. That's what you're aiming for. So once you figured out the first part that we talked about, right? Who you're looking to attract, who are your people, and what is the thing that they need help with, then you want to just show up as yourself. And so I think in the beginning, I'll share with you my journey at least, and let me know, you guys, if this resonates with you. In the beginning, when I started creating content on social media, I had a hard time injecting my own personality to it because I was so terrified of delivering content that was helpful for people that I couldn't let loose. It was nerve-wracking. And I've spoken in front of thousands of people live, but for some reason, pressing live on Facebook was more terrifying to me. And so I was nervous. If you go back like 4 years ago, I was like sweating in my videos, and I don't even sweat. I had like notes and I had to rehearse and I was shaking and all sorts of stuff. And maybe you couldn't tell, but it was absolutely mortifying for me. As I created content, I got better at it. Number one, I figured out what I was passionate about, and I was able to put my personality in the content that I was teaching. And so if you're listening to this and you're like, Soraya, that's all great advice, but I still have no idea who I'm trying to attract or what my content, should be about, you need to jump into Social Media Sales Secrets and we can help you out there. But for generally most of you, you understand who your people are. Like, who are the people that you're like, this is my tribe. These are the people that I want to inspire. These are the people that I want to help. And I have an idea of the problem that I want to help them with. Figure that out, then just start showing up as yourself. And you should be giving content that helps people, but then just show up with you, right? Show your daily life, document your day, show your messy house, show your stuff behind the scenes, show you working out or whatever your routine habits are and things that are kind of behind the scenes for your day. because I promise you the things that you're attracted to other people by, like the things that you watch other people do on Facebook or Instagram, are the behind the scenes. People love that stuff, right? And I probably don't do a great job on Facebook of that. I'm much more open about that on Instagram because that's just where I spend more of my time. But show up with you. So you end up creating content with your flavor. And over time, you end up becoming a brand, really, because you've got your flavor, your spin, your take on whatever topic you're teaching. And so you combine the fact that you can help people solve a problem and your personality, and boom, that's it. That's how you show up on social media. Now, you can download 100 different PDF giveaways from 800 different influencers on, well, you should post 2 lifestyle things and 2 business things and 1 product thing and blah, 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 blah. That's fine. If that helps you, go for it. Do all that. I don't necessarily subscribe to that. I just think that you need to create a piece of content every single day that solves a problem for your audience. And in addition to that, then you show up as yourself and just share what you're doing in your daily life. If you can do that, and you can do that consistently for 6 months, you will start to grow an audience. And what's going to happen over time is not only will you grow an audience, you'll figure out what your message is. A lot of you who have followed me from the beginning, you know that I didn't start out talking about business at all. I actually started talking about health and wellness. I was talking about healthy hormones. I was talking about skin. I was talking about my health journey, which I still sometimes talk about. But I also wanted to talk about business because once I found network marketing and I fell in love with the business side, I couldn't shut up about it. And so I naturally just started sharing about my business. I naturally started sharing that this was a way that I could grow an income outside of the Army so that when I'm ready to leave the Army, because I'm getting older and I can't stay forever, when I'm ready to leave the Army, I walk into a ready paycheck. Like I walk into a paycheck that I have built along the way on the side that ends up being my main thing and very lucrative. And so I got super passionate about that message and helping others see that, like, the beauty in that business model. And although I am still passionate about health and wellness, once I started talking about the thing that I was really, really fired up about, I figured out that I kind of had a knack for it. And I started doing it over and over again. So back to you, if you have not figured out what your message is, you just need to show up and start creating content and you will figure it out. Because there's going to be some day where you're going to record a video or write an Instagram post and people are going to be like, oh my God, this is so good. And you're going to get you're going to receive good energy from that. And you're going to realize that you're starting to help people and that help is something that's desperately needed and that you have the ability to actually inspire people and teach people, even if you think you don't right now, because I didn't think I did at the beginning either. So you've got to just keep showing up. That's a really long answer to this question. But ultimately, the person who asked this question was saying, how do I get clear on my message? And how do I show up as myself? You get clear on your message by serving other people and helping them solve problems. So figure out who you're trying to attract, what you can create in terms of content to help them with the problem that they have. And then you just show up as yourself. I wouldn't worry so much about, am I talking about my business or my opportunity? Because those are things that are about you and you're not showing up for you. You should be focused on your audience. If you create content for your audience, even if you have an audience of your mom and your sister and you help them solve a problem, people like that are going to be attracted to you. Then you can have a conversation with them later on about whether or not your product or your business or whatever is appropriate for them. Okay. I hope you guys found some sort of value from that. I will figure out the StreamYard thing. I will figure out how to put a title on it and how to get better at this. But this will go up as a podcast tonight. If you're listening to this on the podcast and you enjoyed it, if you would take a screenshot of this on your phone, tag me in it, and just let me know what your favorite part of this was, or if this helped you in any way. And if you guys have other things that you'd like to hear about, I welcome direct messages on Instagram. You can follow me at Soraya Goddard, SORAYAGODDARD. All right, guys, thanks so much. Have a good evening. Hey friends, I hope you enjoyed Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. Before you go though, I have something for you. If you are looking to grow your audience online via social media so that you can have people getting excited about your products and reaching out to you to learn more, then you need my cheat sheet that has 50 health and wellness Facebook Live topics that will attract an audience to you. It also walks you through the secret 4-part formula that you can follow on both Facebook and Instagram that is proven to have people reaching reaching out to you. And when you get it, I am also sending you guys an audio file for those of you who love to listen to the information on the go. You can get both of those things at www.sorayagoddard.com/podcast. Again, that's sorayagoddard.com/podcast. SORAYAGODDARD.com/podcast. Thanks so much. Chat soon.